All right. Now you know by now that what is a statute, right? So next topic is explain different parts of statute. All right. So you know what is a statute, or you do not?
Can you once tell me, ma'am?
So what is a statute? I'll just tell you. Today I showed you this thing, right? In Constitution of India, Indian Penal Code, those are statute basically. Okay, what is statute? Statute is like a rule book. Okay, statute is like a rule book that will tell you about what the law is. All right. So this is, take for example, Indian Penal Code. It is a statute. All right. Constitution of India, that's a statute. Income Tax Act, that's a statute. Statute as in what parliament or state legislature has given you. Okay, that exact copy is statute or legislation. So if you open one statute, all right, like we have, I will share the document with you here. All right, so if you open a statute, right, you will able to see how it looks. This is a little bit slow. 1 second, it's opening. So they are basically asking that what is it that you get inside a statute. All right, this is how a statute will look like. This is how statute looks like. You can just randomly search also any name, act, whatever you get, like act, legislation, statute, that is what it is. Okay, basically parliament or state legislature will give you a document that this is what you need to follow. This is what is applicable. Okay, and that is only what we need to follow. So that is a statute. So I'll just open this. Yeah, see, this is how a statute looks like. This is Indian Penal Code, right? Like that we can have different statutes also. So what is statute basically? It is telling you what is law, what is Indian Penal Code, what are different crimes, right? For every matter you will get a legislation. That legislation is called a statute. Now it's not like a newspaper, they have just written everything in one single paragraph. Everything is properly divided, organized, right? If you see everything is neatly divided and organized, right? That means there are different parts that we have inside a statute, right? So that is what they are asking basically. Explain different parts of statute, right? What are the different parts that you have inside a statute, inside a legislation? All right, understood, right? What is legislation or a statute, right? Simple example you can take from your university. They gave you one syllabus, right, for first semester. When you got the syllabus, you will know that, okay, fine, I have these 5 subjects that I need to study. Inside 5 subjects, I have these different topics that I need to study, right? So same, this is also like a syllabus only. They will tell you this is the law that you need to follow. Okay, basically just like syllabus, it's a document where everything is written on a certain area. So explain different parts of a statute. What are the parts that you have inside a statute? Because it's not one single paragraph that you get, it is properly divided in different things. So you can start with a basic intro that interpretation of statute plays a vital role in delivery of justice. We have seen that, right? That delivery of justice is the main function of law, and then we need interpretation in order to deliver justice. There are various internal and external aids used by judges in the process of interpretation. What is aid? Internal and external aid. Aid as in some tool that you use, right? Aid as in some tool. Yeah, it's like some tool that you used, okay, to do something. So there are various internal as well as external tools. Okay, internal as in inside tools, external as in outside tools. Okay, so there are different types of internal as well as external aids that are used by judges in the process of interpretation, right? While understanding what a legislation is trying to say we will use different types of aids or different types of tools, internal and external. All right. So aids of interpretation are devices that help or assist in the process of interpretation. That means with the help of those different aids, we can understand the law in a better way. All right. Internal aid means those materials which are available in the statute itself. If you are reading Indian Penal Code, whatever is available inside Indian Penal Code, that is called as internal aid. Okay, internal, you know, right? Inside. So inside that specific legislation, whatever is there, that is called as internal aid. Though they may not be part of the enactment, these internal aids include long title, preamble, heading, marginal notes, illustrations, punctuation, proviso, schedule, etc. All right, so there are different things that we have. There are different things
I have
that
a question.
yeah.
We have a question on this also, no, ma'am.
Yeah,
We
you
have
have
a question on this.
yeah, you have a question. So you need to study this, all right? Now, what are these different parts that we have? First is title of the statute. Okay, first one is long title, second is short title. Every statute starts with a long title and it tells you about objective of the act also. And then there is a short title that will just say the name of this act. So if you look at IPC, Indian Penal Code, where is the title thing given, we will see that. So this is the bare act of Indian Penal Code, and it is usually the first section, the first provision where we have. So see, this act shall be called Indian Penal Code. That means this is the title, all right? See, this act shall be called Indian Penal Code. It is specifying the name, right? Indian Penal Code. So that means it is the title of this particular legislation. Is this part clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Next one is preamble. What is preamble? Preamble is like an introduction to a legislation. Here also we have a preamble. See. So we have a preamble. Preamble will basically tell you why we have a certain legislation. Okay, it's like an introduction or a summary. So we have title, we have preamble, then we have heading and title of a chapter. Heading and title of a chapter. So if you see Indian Penal Code, we have different chapters. See, these are different chapters. Chapter 12, and this is the heading. What is chapter 12? Offenses relating to coins and government stamps. Right? So there will be different chapters as well as heading of these different chapters. Okay, just like how you write answer in your exam, you write introduction, what is law, what is justice, same thing. For statute also we have that kind of heading. After that we have definitional or interpretation clauses. That means some words will be defined inside the legislation. All right. Now, if you are reading IPC, you need to understand meaning of some words. So IPC itself will define those words. See, gender. What is gender? Will, a will. The word a will denotes any testamentary document. Most of the words are defined. What is act? What is omission? Right? That means there will be some provision in the statute that will define words. All right. So definitions. All right, so inside the statute, you will get some definitions as well. Is this part clear or is it like difficult to understand?
No, it's clear.
Clear, right? Next one is illustration. What is illustration? Example. right? If I'm telling you something you may not understand, but if I give you an example, you may understand it better. All right. Similarly, what happens here? See, take for example, an act done by a person by mistake of fact believing himself to be bound by law. They are basically explaining what this particular crime is. Okay. When you read this part, you may get confused. That is why they have an illustration, right? What is illustration? They will give you an example. That take for example, there are two persons and this happens. That will make you much clear with regard to the concept. So there are illustrations or examples also which are a part of a legislation. All right. Some legislations may not have also and some may have. So illustrations are also there. Then we have proviso. Proviso provides example of specific cases. Next thing we have is proviso, which will provide example of some specific cases, that in general this will happen, but sometimes this may happen. All right, there may be a situation or a proviso that may be given that is applicable to a certain specific situation. Then there may be explanations. Okay, I am saying something and then I can again explain that particular thing only. So explanations are also added in a statute so that they can better try to explain the concept, right? Apart from saying it, I will again explain also, all right, in a detailed way. So explanations are also a part of a statute. Next is schedules. What are schedules now in a legislation? When you see, I'll just show you. So there can be different schedules that are there. What are schedules? Basically, they will give some side information, all right, which you may need or which you may not need. Like for example, you are reading about states in India and union territories in India. In that case, you may need to know about how many states are there in India. Okay, so what are schedules? They are basically some side information. All right, if you are reading about states in India, you may need to know how many states are there in India, what are names of all these different states, right? What is the territory of all those states? So those things will be given in schedules. All right, any other related information that you may need to know. And last one is punctuation. So punctuation is also an important, plays an important part, where, you know, like comma, full stop and all that stuff, that also help us understand the legislation in a better way. All right, so these are the mainly different parts that we have inside a legislation. Okay, different parts of a statute. Any point you want to be repeated?
No, ma'am.
You can ask if you are confused on any points. I will show you example.
I understood it. It's easy.
Understood, okay. Or you are planning to memorize somehow.
Yes, ma'am.
Difficult, huh?
Not difficult. I understand. It's easy itself, ma'am. Not that much.
Is it right? Okay, okay, fine then. Fine. If even if you just memorize and write in exam, that's completely fine, because when you yourself start reading the statutes, right, that time you will know, oh, okay, fine, this is also there. That time it will be very easy for you. But now, because you have not read any statute, so it may be a little difficult to relate to the information, right? So that's fine completely. So we have all these different parts that are there inside a statute or a legislation. Okay, what is a statute or legislation? It is the exact copy of document that you get from the authority, right? It may be parliament, it may be state legislature, from where you are getting it. Okay.